Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm here and I'm with another video, and I haven't done like a tutorial in a long time, so I figured I would do like a full-on glam tutorial, and it's on this look here. It's a very soft smoky eye using a color that's not black. I kind of wanted to do something using a different shade that wasn't black or brown. So I used the Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette, and the main color that I used was this one here. This is the color that I have all over my lid. I have it in my crease. I have it smoked in my lower lash line, and I absolutely love it. I used a little bit of black, but this has no wing liner. I just wanted it to be something very different that you don't normally see, since everyone's so used to a black smoky eye, super structured liner, a really bright inner corner. I just wanted to do something a little bit easier, a little bit more like something that everyone can do if they feel like they can't do a smoky eye, so that you don't look punched in your face. But I really like the way that this look turned out. I paired it with a soft lip because I love nude lips with a dark, bold eye. So if you guys would like to see how to get this look, then just keep watching. Alright, so we're gonna go straight into this. I have no direction whatsoever. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. But we're just gonna go for it because why not? Tie my hair up. And it's like I haven't been able to wear makeup in such a long time because my skin was way too tan for everything that I had. So it was really frustrating because all I wanted to do was wear makeup and do looks, and I wasn't able to. So I think I'm gonna do like a very, very easy smoky sort of look. But right now I don't have anything on my skin at all, so I'm gonna start off with skincare prep. And I'm going to start off with my Drunk Elephant Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil. This is a small size. I get these through work, obviously. We train with the brands, and the only way we're able to get the products is if we train with them and learn about the products that they're talking about for that visit. So I always make sure I train with skincare brands because I love skincare. And facial oils are my favorite. You guys know I love the Maracuja oil from Tarte. It's one of my favorite oils ever. That oil really like transformed my skin. The marula oil is amazing too. I like using the marula oil for daytime and before makeup, and I like using the Maracuja oil for nighttime. But the texture of my skin has been kind of funny for the past couple days. I don't know if it was because I was burnt or because I was in the sun or whatever. Like you can see I'm really dark right now. But my skin just feels so soft and really smooth and silky, and I am so happy. Next, I'm going in with my Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Face Cream, which is this one here. I've talked about this, I think, on like a favorites or maybe on like another Get Ready With Me, but it's amazing for under makeup because it's like a gel consistency. Like it's not like a thick cream. And even though I have dry skin, I like using thinner and less heavy consistencies when I'm going to put makeup on because of this here. Because I don't want anything to break my makeup up. I want everything to sit really well on my makeup. Lastly, I'm going to put on some eye cream, and you guys already know this is the eye cream that I always use. It's the Shiseido Bioperformance Lift Dynamic Eye Treatment. I use this every single day. Every single day. I do not go a day without my eye cream because the older you get, the more wrinkles you're gonna get, and I'm trying to prevent those. And I literally just put them underneath my eye with your ring finger. It's hard to get used to using your ring finger, but once you use it a lot, like at work on every single client, I use my ring fingers to put eye cream on, and preaching to them to put eye cream with their ring finger, you just get super used to it. So I'm going to start off first. I'm going to prime my eyes, and I'm just going to use my 24-Hour Shadow Insurance from Too Faced. This is what I always use. And I'm putting that, I have this little metal tray from Makeup Forever. I use this all the time. I don't think I ever show it when I'm filming though. But it's just so you don't have to put stuff like on the back of your hand or touch it. Like I don't like touching a lot of the products that I use. And I'm just putting this all over my eyes, and I'm using a Real Techniques domed shadow brush just to put it on. Sometimes I'll use my fingers. I'm just not in the mood to use my fingers right now. It seems like it has a lot of color to it. It never has this much color to it. Or maybe I'm just going crazy. Or maybe I'm just that dark and it's actually showing up with color. I don't know. Because normally this is transparent. And then I'm going to give that a little bit to set. And I'm going to go in with my eyebrows. And like I mentioned in my favorites video, I've been loving the Brow Gal by Tonya, or Tonya Crooks. It comes with the 3 shades here. I got it in a BoxyCharm. I don't know if any of you guys have BoxyCharm, but have you guys seen what's coming for this month's BoxyCharm? I am so freaking excited. Like, I am so excited for this month's BoxyCharm because there's so many products in it. This is the brush that it comes with. I'm not crazy about the brush. I like the spoolie, but I don't like the brush. The brush is too flimsy and soft for what I like, so I always use this Morphe brush. But I'm going to use this brush to comb through really quick. I'm going to zoom you guys in as well. So I'm going to take this color that's right here. It's like this dark brown shade, and I'm going to just fill in, and this is the Morphe E11. And I love this because the dark brown is like my perfect brow shade. I have a really hard time, I've talked about it, finding brow products that aren't too red, because you can see my eyebrow hairs have no red in them. Like, they're just flat brown. So every time I try something, it normally has a little bit too much red for me, and you can see like the red compared to my natural brow. I have my coffee here in my mug, my Aries mug. I have like Aries everything. And Tyler got me a Keurig for my birthday. That was probably the best gift I could have ever gotten from anyone. It was so needed, like so necessary, and when he got it for me, I was like, oh my god. And now I hardly ever buy coffee out, unless I'm like out on the road and I need coffee. Okay, so you can see this is how my brows look. I love the way my brows look when I use this. Normally I clean up underneath my brows, but I feel like they look really good underneath there. So I'm just gonna go straight to eyeshadow. I'm gonna use the Kat Von D Shade Light Eye Palette. This is what it looks like. I've used it once on a client. I did a smoky eye with it. The smoky eye was freaking beautiful. But I'm going to go ahead and start with this. So I'm going in with this e.l.f. highlight brush. You guys have seen me use this a million times. And I'm just going to start with this like yellowy shade. And I'm just going to set my eyes with it. So nothing, I'm not picking up too much product. I'm literally just setting my primer down so that it's not wet or sticky. I feel like that's one of the most important eyeshadows, or the most important parts of having like perfectly blended eyeshadow. So now I'm going to go in with, I'm going to use my Sephora Collection Pro Crease 10. You guys know this brush is my life. I'm going to go in with this soft brown shade. It's called Latinas. No. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Latinus. Whatever. Just to get a transition shade in there. This is such a good, if you like matte shadows, which mattes are my life, this is an amazing matte palette. Because I have hooded lids, I tend to stay away from shimmers and glitters. I don't really do them often. If I do, it's because I have like a really pretty shimmer that I want to use, or like I'm just in the mood for some gold. But 9 times out of 10, I'm like all flat and matte. Like, that's just what I like. And by the way, I just started a new Instagram for just like makeup and appointments and stuff like that. You guys need to follow it. It's Ivana_BeautyX. Yeah, Ivana_BeautyX. And it's all just makeup because I don't want to post a ton of makeup on my feed for my Instagram because that's for like fashion and stuff. So I figured I would just separate the two and make one for makeup. Now I'm going to take, hopefully this works, I'm going to take this little brush. This is a Morphe M514. And I'm just going to put some of this light shade. See, like, why, Kat Von D, why can't you say, like, use real words? Succubus? I don't know. It's this light cream color. And I'm just going to put this underneath my brow bone. Whoa, the lighting just freaked out for a second. I remember when I used to use like pure white underneath my brow bone. Like, whoa. Or like pure silver. Okay, now I'm going to take this brown here. So this second brown. And this one is called Citri. I give up, guys. And I'm going to use that same brush, the Morphe M514. And I'm just going to bring that lower in the crease. This is going to be a really, really easy, like diffused look. No super harsh lines, no liner. This is like the easiest form of a smoky eye you can possibly do. And I always tell people when working for a smoky eye, you always want to start with lighter colors and then add on to make it dark. You never want to start with dark and then try to go light. It's never going to work. And I'm just going in with my Sephora Pro Crease 10 and that first shade just to blend all the edges. Smooth everything out. I feel like the lighting is kind of weird. Like I feel like there's like darkness right here and it's really bright over here. Yeah, that's way better. I hope this video isn't too long since I'm talking through it. Now I'm gonna start going darker. I think I'm gonna pick this like reddish color. This is one of my favorite colors of this palette and it's called Lucius, I'm gonna assume. I'm going in with the Morphe M507. This is a really good little precision brush. And I'm going to basically keep that as low as I can. I'm not going to do liner for this look. I'm just going to take the black that's in the palette and get that really close to my lash line to smoke it out. Just because every single look doesn't have to be the same. Every single look doesn't need wing liner and every single look doesn't need to have like the smoked out outer corner and the super light inner corner and the shimmer in the tear duct. Like every look doesn't have to be exactly the same. And it's fun because you can make it messy and make it still look good. So I'm going to take that same color on the same brush and I'm just going to put that all over my lid just so that it looks like a wash of color. I'm not trying to pack it. I'm not trying to make it super precise. I'm just putting it all over my lid. From inner corner all the way to the outside. So you can see it's super like, there's no chiselness, there's no nothing to it. It's just super easy. And you can see this took me like no time to do. I'm gonna take this little Avon brush that I have. It's an eyeliner brush. It's just a tiny little like angle like this. And I'm just going to dip into the black. And the black is called Shacks, I guess. The black that's in here. It's a super, super black. And I'm just going to put it really close to my lash line, but I'm also not being precise with it. I'm just smudging it. Like that. And then I'm going to use that same brush that I use and I'm just going to blend it up. So now for foundation, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Pro Infallible or Infallible Pro Glow 24 Hour. My shade that's the closest to me from all my foundations that I have right now is the shade 209 Caramel Beige. So I'm going to put that right here on the back of my little metal plate. I'm going to use the Optical Illusion Complexion Primer from Urban Decay, and this is just a pore filling primer. It helps mattify you just a little bit, and because it's so hot right now in Orlando, Florida, I'm pretty sure everywhere in Florida is super hot. I'm getting super shiny like in the middle of my face, like right in the center and right here. And this is like a really smoothing, soft primer. Now I'm gonna go in with my Pro Core Diffuser Angled brush. This is the number 95 from Sephora, and I really like this brush. I use it a lot on clients because it just lays the foundation down super nicely and blends it really nice as well. I'm so happy foundation finally matches me. I literally had to go like 2 weeks at work without wearing any foundation and any makeup, and I felt weird. Like I liked it. It took me like 5 minutes to get ready, but it's weird when you're a makeup artist going to work and not having any makeup on. And then clients will be like, okay, like I like what you have. And I'm like, girl, I'm not wearing any makeup, so no, we're not doing that. But I love this because of the angle. Like you can see my forehead is still really dark, but once I blend this all together, it works. And I have to put on a lot of bronzer to make it all mattify or make it all blend in, but once I blend it, it works really well. And you guys know I normally don't like brushes. Like I am not a brush person. I'm a beauty blender or sponge person. But with this foundation, since it's already so, like you can see how dewy I am, since it's so dewy, using the beauty blender makes it more dewy. Now for concealer, I'm going in with my Tarte Shape Tape and I'm going in the shade medium. Like I had mentioned in one of my videos, I picked up a darker shade because I knew how dark I was going to be. And even then, it's still a little bit too light, but I'm using it. I don't care. And I'm going in with my Pure Sponge, the sponge that I got in my BoxyCharm. I'm just going to blend that baby out. And I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier as usual. I'm going to use my highlighting brush from e.l.f., this little tiny one. Normally I use a sponge, but I just don't feel like using it right now. And I'm just going to set all of that under there. I love this brush because it fits perfect right underneath the eye. This foundation is so dewy. And I like dewy foundations, but I have to set them. Like, I can't go the whole day with a dewy foundation with it being dewy. Especially like on my cheeks. Like, the feel of a foundation being tacky stresses me out. So I'm literally taking the Laura Mercier powder as well, and I'm just dabbing it all over my face. Just to set everything before I put on my bronzer. And I always tell people, in order to use this powder all over your face and not look like you have a white cast, you have to use it to where it's like there's no powder on your brush at all. Like, when people take like pounds of it and put it on their face, I'm like, well, that's why you look ashy, because you're literally taking powder all over your face. If you just take a very small amount, like right now my face doesn't look any whiter. It doesn't look like I have a cast. It doesn't look like I have a layer of powder on. It just is great, and it set my face. Now I'm gonna go in with this little baby, which I've been loving, like I mentioned in my favorites. This is the Highlight and Contour Palette, and this is from the brand Iby Cosmetics, I believe. And I'm gonna take a mixture of this shade and this shade. So this is Contour 2 and Contour 3. This is the Bare Minerals Dual Finish Blush and Contour Brush. So it has two sides to it, and I just want something super diffuse and airbrush. I don't want anything too like intense or defined. Like, I'm gonna contour and bronze, but I'm not gonna do an intense contour and bronze. Just because on my skin right now, contour will look crazy. Now I'm gonna take my Becca and Chrissy Teigen palette, which I have been absolutely freaking loving. If I could open it right now. Is this for real? Oh, there we go. And I'm gonna take this fat brush from e.l.f. It's a complexion brush. It has like this fun little angle, and I'm gonna take the bronzer and I'm just gonna put this all over my skin just for definition and to like give my outer perimeters a nice color. I'm not gonna contour my nose because your girl don't got time for that, and I just don't feel like it. So now I'm gonna go in with this blush, and it's in the color Beach Nectar, and I'm gonna use my Morphe E4. I feel like there's so much controversy going on with Morphe right now, and I'm like, I have so many of their brushes and none of them have ever gone wrong on me. Like, every brush I bought I use a lot and they all work amazing. I love this palette. I love this palette so much. It gives the perfect color. Now I'm gonna use this shade actually. The bronzer that I used was Malibu Soleil. The blush was Hibiscus Bloom, and then I'm gonna use Beach Nectar. I don't know why that got all retarded. So I'm gonna use my Morphe E310, and I'm just gonna tap into Beach Nectar a little bit. And this is like the prettiest pinky glow, but it's like a peachy pink glow, so it doesn't look crazy on tan skin. I'm not putting a lot. You guys know I'm not into like a super intense beaming highlight. I just like a little bit to kiss my face and make me look glowy. I don't want to look like I have a stripe of silver because I see that all the time at work. I'm gonna go back into my eyes, and I'm just going to take pretty much all the colors that I used on the top. I'm gonna use on the bottom. I have this Kat Von D shade light brush, I guess. I've had this for a long time, but it's really good for smoking out the lower lash line. So I'm just gonna zoom you in real quick. And I'm going to put MAC's Costa Riche on my waterline. This is one of my favorite brown eye pencils. And it's just like a really pretty reddish brown color. So you can see it's like, you can see the difference between that and that. And it makes every eye color look pretty, whether you have blue eyes. This looks phenomenal on green eyes. Like, oh my God, or like hazel eyes. Amazing. So I'm gonna take all the colors that I used pretty much on the top. I'm gonna use them on the bottom. I'm gonna start with that reddish brown color, this one right here, because it's really close to the color of Costa Riche. My camera just decided to play me, but we back. So anyways, I'm going into this shade. And I'm just connecting this to this. Get nice and smoky all the way around. I hope you guys have something to drink because this video is long. I already know it. Then I'm going to use the other end of it, which is a little bit smaller and pointier, and I'm going to go into the black. And I'm just going to go really close to my lash line. So now I'm going to put on some lashes. And I'm going to put on some of my favorites. The Sephora Collection Fierce or Flirt. I lied. And I'm using some lash glue from House of Lashes, my favorite lash glue, the freaking best lash glue. Your lashes do not come off. I'm gonna put on some of my mascara, and I really like this mascara. I forgot how much I liked it. It's the Makeup Forever Excessive Lash, but I really like this mascara a lot. It has a skinny brush. It has a nice lift, like it lifts my lashes. And it separates my lower lashes really well. I bought a specific mascara just for my lower lashes, and I'm not that crazy about it. Like, I wish I could return it, but I threw the box away. Then I'm gonna go in with my tweezies here, and I'm going to go ahead and put my lashes on. I'm gonna zoom you out a little bit to see if I can get me doing it. Look at the difference that lashes make. Lashes, no lashes. Lashes, no lashes. Like when people get their makeup done and they're like, no, I don't want to do lashes, I'm like, what's the point of getting your makeup done then? Like, I feel like lashes has such a big part with your makeup looking done. And I'm doing kind of like a very monochromatic, oh, I didn't even notice I was wearing burgundy too. I'm doing like a very monochromatic burgundy look. So I'm going in with the shade Lolita from Kat Von D. Damn, you'd think that this was like an only Kat Von D look, but it ain't. So I'm going in with Lolita. This color normally looks a lot darker on me, but because I'm so tan, it looks pretty light. I'm gonna wait for that to dry. Now that my lip color has dried, I'm gonna put a little bit of the Marc Jacobs Fawn Over Me La Marque Liquid Lip. This is my favorite nude. It's a little bit too light for me right now, so that's why I have to like use very little of it. I'm gonna put it right in the middle of my lips, and I'm gonna blot it out with my finger. So now I'm gonna go over this with the Milani Bare Secret gloss, one of my favorite glosses. I need to get another one because I'm almost out. And I love the simplicity of a dark smoky eye and a super soft lip. So here we are. I hope you guys enjoyed this super easy, quick, not that quick because this video is like 40 minutes long before I edit it, but it's just a very easy take on a smoky eye, something that doesn't take a lot of eyeshadows. Something that has something that's not black as the main shade. I really like the way this look turned out. I would definitely wear this a lot. I'm so glad I actually match with my foundation. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if there's any other looks you guys want me to do, because now that I am part-time, I went down to part-time at work. I want to be able to do as many looks for you guys 3 days a week. So please let me know what videos you guys want to see next. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.